It is National Coin Week. It's time to keep this party going. How about the first presidential coin ever made for circulation? It's the Lincoln cent. How about the 1909 with the VDB initials? How about a high grade 64 and the best color grade you can get, which is a red? Take a look at this one, folks.
And you need to take a look at the price first, because everything she said is dead on. It's the first presidential coin ever struck for circulation. But remember, that first year, Augustus St. Gaudens was supposed to design this coin, but he passed away, got sick, so he didn't design the $2.5 and $5 gold piece, nor did he design this one. So they hired Victor David Brenner, and he put his initials on the back of the coin, and we'll show you that in a minute. When the coin came out, people said, "What is this? You can't advertise on a coin. That's horrible. It's our first presidential coin that we're advertising." So the U.S. Mint heeded the message very quickly, pulled it off.
There's that initial right there at the bottom, VDB, in between the two stalks of wheat ears, right at the bottom rim of that coin. Victor David Brenner. They made 27.9 million VDBs. That sounds like a lot, but that's actually the lowest mintage because they replaced it with the non-VDB quickly. 72.7 million coins were made. So it is the rarest coin of 1909 with a very small mintage figure. But look, this is a 64. Now red, let's start with the color. There are 3 grades of copper cents: brown, brown, and red. Red is the highest grade, the best eye appeal you can get. And in a 64, the population is very, very, very small. Literally 1 in every 3,500. Less than 0.02% are in a 64 red or better for the 09 VDB. 7,899 coins, and that is it.
That is a remarkable number, right? When you
consider, under 10,000.
And again, we're always looking for where is the 1% club start, right? And in the VDB, it goes from 63 to 64, and 64 red is where it gets really tough all of a sudden. So we go to under 1% known, which means 99% of the coins they made, 27 million of them, are lesser condition known today, over 110 years later. The red coefficient is significant because we've learned one other thing in the last decade. And all the guidebooks now have an extra column added, which is blast white. Well, in sense, because they're copper, it's blast red. Red, 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 and this is all about that. Now, the other part is, you saw my competition this past weekend. We spend a lot of time watching what they do because they do the same thing with us, and we're always curious what's going on. I love this coin. Whenever we get a deal in, we want to get it in here and turn it over, right? Well, they were at $129.95. Their best price in years was their exact quote. National Coin Week, everybody, NCW. When you see that show up, it just means one thing: hot coin, but even a better price. We are under $100. So we're not like they're $129.95. We're going to be $129.88. We got them beat. We shaved off enough where you have enough to go have breakfast tomorrow and enjoy yourself and have a great day and still get this coin. We're like value added plus.
Absolutely. You could clearly see those initials at the bottom, about 6 o'clock of the coin. VDB, Victor David Brenner, that's the designer. He put his initials on the coin, they put it into production, and it was an uproar. Everybody freaked out, so to speak, and said, you know, you can't put designer's initials on a coin, especially the first presidential coin for circulation featuring President Abraham Lincoln. So they quickly removed it, but they had already made almost 28 million of them. After they removed it, they proceeded to make another just about 73 million coins without that VDB. So with the VDB, it's the rarer of the two. And in this grade 64 red, even rarer, just 7,800, less than 10,000 known to exist. And to get a coin with under 10,000 known to exist at under $100, you got to jump in on that one.
All I know is I've been doing this for a long time, 35 plus years of buying and selling coins in a lot of different avenues on TV since the late 1980s. The one thing I do know is I haven't seen an original roll of 1909 VDBs in over 5 years. Even though the logic exists where the very first coin is going to be saved a little bit more because people want to have it as a keepsake. That makes sense. Ooh, bad pun. It makes logic, right? But who would put a roll away? Who would store it properly where it looks red today? Because again, moisture in the air in copper, a very soft metal, goes to red, brown, and brown. I mean, look at the coins in your pocket. They are brown if you found an original Wheatie. So it's logical they're out there. But then you look at the other side. 35 years of NGC doing what they do. And again, the only way they get paid is what? Putting in coins in plastic like this, certifying them with a grade and an eye appeal if appropriate. And because they do it well, we all trust them, right? And you referenced it, Allie. There's less than 7,900 of these known to exist. This nice. That means 64 red, 65, 66, all added together. It's under that number. And the fractionable part of a percent, under 100, is the wow, wow, wow part of this presentation conversation today.
And that's why it's one of our NCW specials. That's National Coin Week. We are celebrating tonight and bringing this very special rarity out at under $100. The VDB cent, the longest tenured coin in American history, is the Lincoln cent, over 110 years strong. Still in production today with our Shield cent.
Look at how gorgeous that reverse
It's absolutely
is.
stunning. And again, don't forget, these are the coppers. They made these out of copper back then. They didn't transition out of copper until 1982. So the wheats are the coppers. That's why they are graded on that color scale as well, red being the best. Let us put a 1-minute clock up, please. Phones are very, very busy at this time. avccoins.com just popped up at the perfect timing. That means, hey, jump on the website, join us online, and shop there as well. 905-9647, that's the item number to find this beauty.
By saying lettuce, you got me hungry. I had the conference call before the show tonight.
Did I say lettuce?
I didn't. Yes, lettuce.
Oh, let us. I said I didn't say lettuce,
my stomach's
please.
growling and saying yes. You can tell this is a live presentation, right? Otherwise, they would cut that one out
Now
for
I'm
sure.
hungry too.
And I'll get yelled at tomorrow. I can't believe you said that. Everybody, you can believe this. National Coin Week is a real thing. It's when all of us that are true collectors want to get as many other people collecting in this beautiful hobby that we have. If you're going to collect something, collecting money is a good thing, right? But there's a number of coins that are just placeholders in U.S. history. This one, the first ever presidential coin put into circulation, the Lincoln cent, and it's the first of its kind because of the VDB part before they removed it later that spring. Competition's at 129. We got a couple of them left under 100. First time we've been under 100 on this one in quite some time. It's National Coin Week, everybody, and $99.95 brings this one home.